Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you're watching this video. My name is Nancy Gadoni and I'm grateful. I thank God. And I thank God for you guys. You've been really supporting me, honestly. And the referrals, thank you so much guys for the love, for the support. Yes, I understand I've been so much into business related content. Now I want us to shift kidogo to educative content. Yes, and I'm a HR, and no, most of my new followers don't know that I'm a HR by profession. We offer consultancy services to different companies, and one of the services we offer is recruitment. We recruit on behalf of our clients. I'm on behalf of different companies. Okay, so there is a question I received from a friend of mine, yeah, and I didn't see it coming, but anyway, ilikuja, and she asked what I look at for, what I look for when conducting interviews. Yeah, it's a very good question, and I felt it important to come and answer it here because it might be of help to somebody. Si ndio? Kuna mtu anaweza kuwa anatafuta kazi na probably atapick one or two, si ndio? Na itamsaidia. Okay, so when conducting interviews, yes, of course we are different, and it depends. It depends with the title of the job, the level of the job. The area of specialization, probably we have the medical field, there are things that they look at more. There is this other or any other field of the technical, there are things that they look at for. And personally, being a HR, it also depends with the kind of the interview. At times, we usually have a panel kinda interview whereby we are a number of us doing interviews. At times you're alone, uko peke yako ama you two. So personally, what I focus on, like what I look at, it's personality. Personality. When I talk of personality, I look at the traits, I look at your character. That is what I mean. I look at your attitude. Sawa, your willingness to learn. At times, I get to know even how you see things, your plans. Hapo ndo tunakujanga, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years to come? Yeah, what are your missions and whatever, you get it. Those are things that I look at personally, that things that I focus on, because one thing I know is that if it's about the mastery of the content or the subject mastery, I know we usually cram, si ndio? Hizi ni vitu tulifanya hata shule, you cram and then you come and deliver, unakuja unaniangushia zote hapo, alafu at the end of the day na feel you're qualified na kuchukua. It to me doesn't work that way. There are things that I look at, and to me I focus more on personality, because these other things are trainable. As much as you're qualified and you umeniletea papers and I've seen you're qualified, and at least you have an experience 2, 3, to me that I think it's enough, of course depending on the position of the job again, but to me I think 5, hata ukiwa na 5 years experience, you're qualified, because most of the things are trainable. You'll be trained. Of course, you learn from your colleagues and you'll adapt. You get it? As long as you have that personality or attitude of learning and willing to learn more, you're going to learn, you're going to be the best. So to me, personality helps me achieve the objective of the recruitment. It works for me. Sawa. Of course, other specialists or other HRs have their own way of, or their area of focus. Personally, I focus more on personality. Yeah, and when I talk of personality, those are the traits or the characteristics of a person, their attitude, the way, their way of life, how they prefer. Yani inakuwaga more on personality. That is what I mean. Sawa. So most of my questions is based on the kind of a person you are. Who are you? Sawa. As long as, yes, of course, I will mention something to do with qualification. I'll mention something to do with what the experience, but I won't focus much on that, because those are things that I understand, they're trainable. These are things that you will learn. Sawa. As long as you're willing and your attitude is, you usually have this positive attitude, you're approachable, you're social, you're a team player, you get it. Yes. So I believe that helps. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.